Hi, my name's Johan. Welcome to Tech Edify. What we are going to accomplish is a digital literacy training program, and I'm going to walk with you step by step on how you can become digital literate. So let's start at the beginning. Let's dive into this exciting adventure, equipped with the knowledge and tools to unlock your digital potential. Here's to a journey of discovery, innovation, and transformation. What's inside? Getting to know your computer. Before you start using your computer, it's good to know what makes it tick. Think of this as learning the parts of a car before you drive it. What is hardware? Hardware is everything you can physically touch or see on your computer. These are the parts that allow your computer to function. If you can hold it, it's hardware. The parts of a desktop computer. Here's what you'll typically find in a desktop setup: a monitor, your computer screen where all the action happens. Power unit, the large box or case that houses the main components of a desktop computer. Inside the tower, you'll find the CPU, the central processing unit, the RAM, the memory, the hard drive, power supply, and more. It's the brain and the heart of your computer. Keyboard, the set of keys used to type, enter commands, and interact with your screen. Speakers, produce the sounds and audio for your computer. Hard drive slash SSD or solid state drive, where all your files, photos, programs, and data are stored. RAM, memory. Think of RAM as your computer's short-term memory. The more you have, the faster your computer can run. Power supply provides power to the components inside the tower unit, keeping everything running. Here is a diagram of the desktop computer system, which shows the tower unit on the far left, the keyboard in the middle here, the monitor at the top, speaker on the right, and the mouse at the bottom corner. Computers have a lot of working parts, kind of like a puzzle made of circuits and fans. Let's watch this. What does what in your computer? Computer parts explained. The parts of a laptop. Laptops are all-in-one devices, so you won't find separate parts like a desktop. However, here are a few special parts. Screen, display, the built-in monitor for viewing all your work. Trackpad, the touchpad, a built-in mouse that you can control by sliding your fingers. Battery, powers your laptop when you're on the go. Webcam and microphone, built-in tools for video calls, taking photos, or recording audio. As you can see on the display, there's the webcam, display screen, power button, power port, DC input, USB port, palm rest, touchpad, keyboard, and speaker. Test your knowledge. Click to identify computer parts. Click apart from school, start a practice test on what you have learned. Power up, turning your computer on and off. Now that you know the parts, let's get your computer up and running. To power on your computer, look for the power button, usually marked with a circle and a line, or an X. Press it and wait for your computer to come to life. The screen will light up and you'll see the welcome screen on your operating system logo. Harness the power of social features and share your notes and gain fresh perspectives from your peers. Pro tip, always turn off your computer using the proper shutdown process to avoid losing data or damaging files. Have you tried turning it off and on again? If you're having trouble with your computer, sometimes a quick restart is the magic solution. It's like giving your computer a little nap. Let's put the knowledge to use with the picture examples below. Shutting down your computer the right way is key to keeping things running smoothly. Macs and Windows are quite different computer brands and require different steps to be shut down. For Windows, Click the Start menu in the lower left corner. Click Power, and then select Shutdown. For Mac, click the Apple logo in the top left corner, select Shutdown. Step-by-step Mac shutdown instructions with pictures. For Mac, find and click the Apple logo in the top left corner, pictured below. Click Shutdown. Select the blue Shutdown button to shut down. If you would like to have the browser windows you currently have open to reopen when you turn the computer back on or log back in, select the check mark, the blue box. Select Shutdown. Check blue box Reopen Windows when logging back in if you'd like your browser windows left open when computer restarts. Congratulations, you have learned how to shut down a Mac computer. Step-by-step Windows shutdown instructions with pictures. Step 1, press the Windows icon in the bottom center to open up the Start menu, pictured below. Click the Windows button to open up the Start menu. Select the Windows shutdown icon to open up the Power Down options. Click Shut Down to shut down the computer. To put the computer in sleep mode, click Sleep. To restart the computer, click Restart. To lock the computer, to the login screen, click Lock. Congratulations, you have learned how to shut down a Windows computer. On the next section page, practicing to turning on/off your computer, you can practice shutting down a Windows computer. Practice selecting the Windows button to turn off the computer. Using the mouse, basics and how it works. What is a mouse? It's a small device that moves the cursor, the pointer on the screen, and lets you interact with items on your computer. Most mouses have 3 main buttons. Left click, located on the top left, right click, located on the top right, and scroll between the left and right click. How does the mouse work? The mouse has a sensor that tracks its movement. When you move the mouse on the surface, the cursor on your screen moves in the same direction. This is how you point at things and click on them. Try this. Move your mouse around and practice left clicking, right clicking, and scrolling. Try opening a few files or clicking on icons on your desktop. The more you practice, the more comfortable you'll become. How to hold a mouse. Start by placing your pointer finger over the left side of the scroll wheel. This is where you will left click or double click. Put your middle finger to the right of the scroll bar. This is where you will right click. Hold your thumb on the outside of the mouse and ring finger and pinky finger on the opposite side, loosely enough to be able to move the mouse around the screen. Basic mouse actions. Left click. Left click is used to select items. Other left click functions include open files or folders, click buttons on websites or software, drag and drop objects, highlight text, place the text cursor, double click to open files or programs, click and hold to draw or move objects, confirm actions in dialogues or pop-ups, interact with games or applications. Let me know if you want this tailored for a specific device or program. Right click. The right click is used to access additional options or settings. Other right click functions include rename files or folders, copy, cut, or paste items, create new folders or files, view the file or folder properties, refresh desktop or folder view, inspect elements in browsers, open links in a new tab/window on websites, troubleshoot or manage devices and shortcuts. Let us know if you need a version for specific Mac software. Scroll wheel. Scroll wheel is primarily used to scroll up and down through pages. Other scroll wheel functions include zoom in and out when combined with the control key, click to activate auto scroll, middle click, opens links in a new tab, middle click on link, Close tabs. Middle click on tab. Navigate through long documents or menus. Pan around maps or images. Click and drag. Let us know if you want to separate scroll versus middle click functions. Basic left clicking functions. Drag the mouse icon over a folder and double left click to open it. Left click and hold and drag over multiple files to highlight them to move multiple files. Left click on a file and hold it and drag it over a folder to move it into it. Highlight multiple windows with left click by holding and scrolling over, then letting off. Once multiple windows are highlighted, you can now click them and drag multiple icons over a folder, then left click to put them in the folder. Basic right-clicking functions. You can right-click files also to get more options. Right-click over an image to bring up options and save it. Select the location to save the file and name it. You can right-click files also to get more options. Basic scrolling function. You can click your mouse over the scrolling option to drag down to see more of a page or up. Drag down or up to move up and down the page. To scroll up and down, simply move to anywhere on the page and then use your scroll bar to go up and down. Right-clicking over icons brings up more options. Delete, share, rename, copy, or cut. Open files, share files, pin to quick access, pin to start, compress, copy as path, properties. Always keep on this device, free up space, OneDrive, open in Terminal. Show more options. Right-clicking on a folder or icon will bring up more options, including cut, copy, rename, share, delete, and more. Congratulations, you have learned some of the most basic components to using a mouse. What's that button? A guide to computer symbols. Your computer has a lot of symbols and icons. Let's break them down so you know exactly what they mean. Power button, often a circle with a line inside it, used to turn the computer on or off. Wi-Fi symbol, looks like waves. This tells you if your computer is connected to the internet. Recycle bin, trash. A small trash icon. When you delete files, they go here first before being permanently deleted. Folder icon. This is used to organize files, similar to how you use folders in the real world. Minimize, maximize, close. Minimize shrinks a window to the taskbar. Maximize makes a window fill the entire screen. Close shuts down a window or an application or program. Take a moment to explore the icons on your desktop. Try clicking on some of them and see what happens. Don't worry if you don't recognize them all. You'll become familiar with them as you use your computer more. Connecting to the internet, Wi-Fi, and local area network. Let's get your computer connected to the internet. There are two main ways to do this: Wi-Fi, wireless connection, and local area network, LAN, also called a wired Ethernet connection. Here's the guide so you can get online easily. How to connect to Wi-Fi instructions. There is an interactive instruction video on connecting to Wi-Fi on the next page. Find the Wi-Fi symbol. Look at the bottom right corner of your screen for Windows or the top right corner for Mac. You should see a symbol that looks like waves or a signal icon. Click on the Wi-Fi symbol. When you click it, a list of available networks will appear. Choose your Wi-Fi network. Look for the name of your Wi-Fi network. This usually something like Home Wi-Fi or John's Network. Enter your password. If you have a password for your Wi-Fi, type it in when asked. Be careful with the letters and numbers. It's case sensitive. Click Next. After entering the password, click the button to connect. Once connected, you'll see the Wi-Fi symbol change, showing you're online. Pro tip: if you can't find your Wi-Fi network, make sure your router is on and working. Also, double check if the Wi-Fi is turned on in your computer settings. Connecting to LAN, wired Ethernet connection. A local area network, LAN, also called a wired Ethernet connection, is another way to connect to the internet. This uses a physical cable, so it's more stable and faster than Wi-Fi. How to connect to internet with LAN, video below. Find the Ethernet cable. This is a thicker cable with a plug that looks like a wider phone plug. Plug the cable into your computer. Look for a port on your computer that fits the Ethernet cable. It's usually on the side or the back of a desktop. Plug the other end into your router or modem. The router or modem is the device that connects to the internet, and it's usually located near your Wi-Fi box. Automatic connection. Once plugged in, your computer will usually detect the LAN connection automatically. You should see a small icon like a plug or network symbol appear in the bottom right corner, Windows, or the top right corner for Mac, indicating that you're connected to the internet. Connecting a computer to a router with an Ethernet cable. Pro tip: LAN is great if you want a strong and reliable connection, especially if you are doing things like watching videos or working on large files. Hands-on activity: test your connection. Let's see if you can do it. For the Wi-Fi test, try it now. An interactive video will be on the next page to further give you information. For the LAN test, if you have a LAN Ethernet connection, test it when you get home. Wi-Fi test. Click the Wi-Fi symbol on your screen. Choose a Wi-Fi network and enter the password. Make sure the Wi-Fi symbol shows that you're connected. LAN test. Plug an Ethernet cable into your computer and the router. Look for the LAN network icon on your screen to show you're connected. Sleep, hibernate, or shut down. What's best for you? When it's time to step away from your computer, you have several options for shutting down or pausing. Here's how they differ. Sleep. Sleep puts your computer into a low power state, saving your work and allowing you to quickly return where you left off. The computer can be woken by pressing a key or moving the mouse. This is best when you want to quickly get back to work without fully shutting down. Hibernate. Hibernate saves everything to the hard drive and shuts down the computer completely. The next time you turn the computer on, it picks up exactly where you left off. This is ideal if you want to save power, but also keep everything in place for the next time you use your computer. Shut down. This option fully turns off your computer, closing all programs and powering it off completely. You will need to wait for the computer to start up again when you turn it on. Quick tip: if you're done for the day, shutdown is best. If you need a quick break, use sleep. Ergonomics. Work smarter, not harder. Spending hours in front of a computer can strain your body. Let's get you set up for comfort. Sit properly. Sit up straight with your back supported by the chair. Your feet should be flat on the ground with your knees bent at about a 90-degree angle. Your monitor should be at eye level so you don't strain your neck. Keyboard and mouse setup. Your keyboard and mouse should be close to each other so you don't have to stretch to reach them. Keep your wrists straight while typing and using the mouse. If your desk is too high, try adjusting the height or using a wrist rest. Take breaks. It's important you take regular breaks. Try standing up, stretching, or walking around every 20 to 30 minutes to avoid straining your eyes or body. Quick tip: your comfort matters. Take a few minutes to adjust your workspace. Are you sitting comfortably? Is your screen at eye level? Try sitting back and adjusting your posture. Keyboard shortcuts. Save time, work fast. Want to work faster and smarter? Keyboard shortcuts are your secret weapon. Control-C, Windows, or Command+C, Mac, is copy. Control+V for Windows, or Command+V for Mac is paste. Control+Z for Windows, or Command+Z for Mac is undo. Alt+Tab for Windows, switch between open programs. Control+S on Windows, or Command+S for Mac to save your work. Control+P for Windows, or Command+P for Mac is print. Copy and paste instructions. Using right-click, left-click, and drag to highlight the text. Right-click the highlighted text and select copy. Right-click where you want to paste and select Paste. Using keyboard shortcut, highlight the text with your mouse, press Control, Command on Mac, plus C to copy. Click where you want to paste and press Control or Command on Mac plus V to paste. Time to practice. Keyboard shortcut game. Practice entering in the keyboard shortcuts as they appear. Advanced tips for pros. Feeling adventurous? Here are some advanced tips to help you become a computer pro. How to split screens. Windows 10 or 11. To split your screen, grab the title bar of a window and drag it to the left or right edge of the screen. Your window will snap into place, and you can do this with multiple windows. Locking your computer quickly. To lock your computer and keep others from using it, press Windows plus L for Windows or Control plus Shift plus Power for Mac. This locks your screen and keeps your data safe while you're away. Advanced keyboard shortcuts. Windows. Windows key plus E. Open File Explorer. Windows key plus D. Minimize all open windows and show the desktop. Mac. Command plus space. Open Spotlight search. Command plus tab. Switch between open apps. Quick tip. These shortcuts and tips will save you time and make you look like a computer genius in no time. Amazing job! You've nailed the bonus portion like a true tech expert.